Come on now. Liven it up, people. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in to Tex TV. I'm your host and your star, Tex Benedict. And for the next 2 minutes, it's you and me talking about me on Me TV. Well, for you, it's Tex TV, but for me, it's Me TV. You get the picture anyhow. So, currently, as I sit before you, I hold 2 titles in professional wrestling. The first is this title, the British Welterweight Championship, which is a promotional-free Mount Evans Championship, nationally recognized, which means I can defend this belt on any show up and down the country. The second belt is the one I won just this past weekend. It's the LDN British title for the promotion LDN, which is one of the biggest up-and-coming promotions in the UK. Recently signed a TV deal with TWC, the wrestling channel, on 427 on Sky Digital, etc. And you can see that every single day. Check out your listings. I'm going to talk to you for the next minute and a half, 2 minutes, pretty much about me and about what I've achieved so far and what I plan to achieve in the future. And I'm going to start off by discussing this title. This title dates back a long, long way. I mean, ask your folks about people like Mick McManus. He's held this belt. Jimmy Brace, he's held this belt. One of my personal heroes, Johnny Saint, the man of 1,000 holds. And that was way before Dean Malenko ever took that little title thing. Johnny Saint was probably one of the best workers in the whole industry. Mark Rocco, he held this belt. And more recently, you've held the likes of Johnny Storm, Spud, and Ross Jordan who held this title. But right now it's my turn to hold it. And I beat Craig Regis for this about 5 months ago in Walthamstow in England. And I've already defended this across the pond back home in the States. So for me, this truly is a world title. I just want to let you know that this belt is eligible to be defended on any promotion up and down the UK, across the world. So wherever you're watching this, whether it's Madagascar or Manchester, if you want this belt defended on your show, you just let me know, you know. Get in touch. Call me. Email, walkie-talkie, fax, phone, computer, telepathically. Let me know, because I'm willing to defend this belt on your show anywhere in the UK. You just got to let me know. Now, on to this title, the LDN British title. This past weekend, I had one of the most busiest weekends of my career. I took on Flaming Red for CSF, and I picked up the victory. And then I went to LDN to take part in the double elimination round-robin tournament. My first opponent was John Ritchie, who, let's say, used his fists pretty well, hitting me twice in the jaw, knocking me out cold for a good few minutes. I don't really remember a lot about it. I've just been told that we were just about getting into things, and then crack! Down I go like a sack of spuds. Not spud. I mean, putting spud in a sack would be funny, but I don't know how he'd go down. Anyway, you get, you know, like a sack of potatoes just dropped to the floor. Then I had to come out like 20 minutes later and take on Chris Wilde. Chris is a big guy. He's about 5'10". He's got great body on him, huge muscles. And me and Chris went back and forth, and little did I know about Chris that he had jagged, 6'5", turban-wearing beast at ringside, and then that little jibber-jabber guy, John, Mr. TV Atkins, at ringside with his Russian hat on and all sorts of crazy shenanigans. Anyway, Chris Wilde got me up and hit the wild thing on me, and you know, I got pinned 1, 2, 3. I'm a big, you know, I can take getting pinned, because it's not about how you go down, it's about how you get up again. And later in that evening, after John Ritchie was arrested, I got my chance in the final, because I'd only been pinned 1 time, to face Chris Wilde. And this was a heck of a final. It was a 20-minute time limit. Most falls count. And Chris had a 1-0 head start because of the double 2 victories he already had. And I managed to pick up the first fall in the match after about 15 minutes, hitting the Benedict solution, and then the final fall, well, it was some crazy Japanese roll-up move. I don't even know what to call it. Let's call it the Texy, rolly, thingamy-jigamy. And I pinned him 1, 2, 3. It was about 10 seconds to go. And Chris was trying to get me, but I danced out the way, and hey, I'm holding this title. And I had a lot of fans out there, and I'd like to thank them right now and say, you know what, LDN is a huge promotion. We're going places. And I'm at the top of the board right now, and I intend to stay there. Now for the future. You see, there's one thing I like about pro wrestling more than anything else. It's not the chicks. It's not the money. It's the titles. I love picking up belts. I've held 2 right now. CSF have already made me the #1 contender for the light heavyweight title. And there's a message for BCW. I'm coming back out to Scotland, and I intend to either win back my cruiserweight title or take the openweight championship of whoever's holding it. Because I am a champion. I'm a standing champion. You know, I got 1 belt here, and I got another belt here. And it would be real smart to have 1 around my waist, and I could wrap 1 around my head, and I'd look real cool like that. So this is Tex TV. I'm going to be doing these whenever I feel like it, giving you, Texaholics, Texamaniacs, Texticals, and Texophobics a little chance to see a little bit more about Tex Benedict. If you don't like it, you can do just one little thing about it. See that X just there in that corner? Click it. I'm out of here.